Hi, I'm Lucy Lightfoot. As a golfer and TV presenter, I know what a difference a high-quality playing surface can make to the player's game and enjoyment. I also know it's down to the skills of the turf manager to deliver it. We're here at Bearwood Lakes Golf Course in Berkshire, where we're going to meet Syngenta Application Specialist Tom Robinson. He's going to give us some practical tips and ideas which will enable sprayer operators to achieve the best possible results and to help make good turf great. Tom, you're now going to tell us about how to check for nozzle wear. Obviously, as the final point of delivery, it's crucial that they're working efficiently and accurately. What are the key points to look out for?
I think nozzles do wear, that's the first point. A new set, they're normally pretty good and pretty even, and depending on what products have been put through the sprayer, they wear to a greater or lesser degree. So the key things that will wear nozzles out are dirty water for a kick-off, as any grit in it wears them very quickly, and trace elements, which you use a lot in turf, wear nozzles very quickly. And what we want is nozzles that are putting the same output uniformly along the boom and the output that they're recommended to put out in the manufacturer's handbook.
Okay, so what sort of things should operators be looking for then?
They should be even in output, and really they should be checking them about once a month because they will wear that quickly, and if they're worn by more than 4%, then you junk them. Okay, and
could you just change one? If you had one worn nozzle, could you just change that?
I think in Kimi Raikkonen's Ferrari, if he's got a worn sparking plug, they change the lot. So that's the equivalent to that. So no, if one's worn, change them all, because they won't be working properly. And they're so cheap compared with the cost of the chemical going through, and yet, as we've been talking about, they're so important to getting a good result.
Okay, so how do we do that check then?
Right. In the calibration session, we went through calculating the output, and the way you do the check is with a measuring cylinder. I've got here a jug and a measuring cylinder. Jugs are no good for calibrating sprayers because the graduations on them are very fine, and frankly, depending on how you hold the jug, you can make it calibrate to what you want it to. That's what you should use for measuring chemical though, because it's stable and won't fall over. For measuring nozzle output, always use a measuring cylinder, and you hold it from the top, and then you'll get a very accurate reading of what's in the measuring cylinder. Okay,
that really makes life easier, doesn't it?
Actually, this is a bit of a trick measuring cylinder, because we did the calculation in the calibration section. Once you calibrated the sprayer, what you really want to do is check it. You know your speed's right. So what we've done on this measuring cylinder is put a table on the back. So as long as the operator knows the speed that he's travelling at, he collects the liquid in it for however many seconds it says. So if he was going at 8 kilometres an hour, he'd collect the liquid for 45 seconds. And then you set the sprayer to the right pressure. You put the measuring cylinder underneath it, collect for 45 seconds, and then it'll actually tell you here how many litres a hectare you're applying.
Okay.
One important thing, Lucy, is that you have to do this nozzle check for every single nozzle on the sprayer.
And where can operators get hold of one of these cylinders?
They should go to the Greencast website, and the special Syngenta cylinder is on there, and it's www.greencast.co.uk.
Great. So the summary is: check nozzles for signs of damage before use. Measure the output from each nozzle. Replace the whole set if any nozzles are damaged or worn. Always use a measuring cylinder. Use the Greencast application zone for the latest information.